I did something. I jam-packed all my insider learnings from being an ISB alum, being an interviewer at ISB incoming batches, and a mentor for a lot of MBA aspirants into a power-packed free webinar for all MBA aspirants just like you. Hi everyone, welcome to Insider Gyan. My name is Somi. I'm an IIT Delhi and ISB Hyderabad grad, and over the last 9 years I have been working in consulting and banking, and on this channel I share my experiences, my stories, my mistakes, as well as journeys of some of my friends so that you all can take something away from it. So if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing to the channel. In today's video, number one, I wanted to cover all about MBA mindsets based on a lot of common myths and questions that I get. Secondly, I want to talk about a free webinar that I have just created for all of you MBA aspirants. So let's get started. If you're a returning viewer on this channel, you may know that I have a mentorship program as a part of Insider Gyan. The intention was to give free access to experienced professionals like me and some of my friends to the newbies who have an aspiration to make it big in the corporates but don't necessarily have all the insider information. I've been running this program for almost a year now, and the learnings have been very, very interesting. Okay, so when I started the mentorship program, I started it with a very broad agenda. But what ended up happening was most of the sessions that people booked were related to MBA. They were more like MBA consultation sessions where they wanted to ask a lot of questions, custom questions about their profile, whether they should be doing MBA or not, where they should be doing it from, whether now is the right time for them to do an MBA or not, what kind of program to go into, etc., etc. And that is when I sort of realized what a big craze MBA is in India. Everyone wants to do MBA, and everyone obviously has a lot of confusions and doubts in their minds. And one of the questions that I most often get is self-doubt about MBA. You know, a lot of people will come to me saying, oh, you know, I don't think I have a very good profile. Can I get into a tier 1 business school? Or, you know, I am from a tier 3 engineering college. Can I really get into a tier 1 business school? So I want to talk a little bit about MBA mindset and some clarifications on these questions. And the second thing that a lot of people ask me is also things like, I'm a literature graduate or I'm a microbiology graduate. Can I go ahead and do an MBA now? So let's address that first, okay? MBA is a master's program and it's a generalist master's program. The only eligibility for it is you need to have like a basic undergraduate degree or a diploma. It doesn't matter whether you are a literature graduate, whether you are an engineer, whether you are a commerce graduate. Somehow I think people have a misconception that MBA is only for engineers or economics or BCom graduates. If you look at some of the qualifying exams that MBA has, like CAT or GMAT, GRE, you will notice that the exams are also very generalistic. They test concepts not based on a specific industry or function or a specific domain, but more of general intellect and analytical acumen. Okay, now let's come to all the self-doubt that people have about MBA. MBA schools look for four things in your profile. If you are not good at one of the things, you can always compensate in the other 2 or 3 things. And the beauty about it is MBA schools are looking for a good profile, and recency matters most. Like whatever you have done most recently matters most. So if you plan ahead, if you plan well in advance, you can strategically work towards building your profile and make it more and more attractive for business schools. So the mindset shift that I was talking about is not to ask whether you will be able to get into a tier 1 or tier 2 business school or not, but to ask yourself, okay, this is my current situation. What should I do now to get into a tier 1 or a tier 2 business school? So how do you build your profile? I created a video a few days back sharing 15 amazing ideas on how you can build your profile to make your resume or your profile attractive to business schools. I'm going to link it up here. Go and check it out. And the other thing is to know exactly what business schools are looking for and then strategically plan towards it so that you know exactly what to highlight in your profile. And if you have 1 or 2 years ahead of you, you will know exactly what to focus on to build your profile in the next 1 or 2 years. So now what are those 4 things that the business schools are looking for? That is exactly where the free webinar comes into picture. In this webinar, I've covered the 4 topics, the 4 parameters that business schools are looking for. If you are an MBA aspirant, then you absolutely need to get a very, very good understanding of these 4 factors. And this is something that no business school really puts it out on their website, but it is more like me thinking about all the 4 things that makes a very, very good MBA profile and sharing my experiences with you, okay? So you are definitely not going to find this anywhere else on the internet, which is why I'm saying, please, please, please go and watch the free webinar. The other thing that I've covered in this webinar is also a roadmap to MBA. Because MBA is not something which you start today and by the end of this month you will get an admission. No, it needs a little bit of planning to build your profile, to give your test, to retake your test if you did not perform well the first time, write your essays, get it reviewed by so many people, write your recommendations, so on and so forth. It's a huge process. So knowing the roadmap is important, and this is all based on me being an MBA myself, me hiring a lot of MBA graduates at a place where I work for, me interviewing at ISB for the incoming batches, and also mentoring almost 100 MBA aspirants in the last year. Don't miss it out, but that is all that I wanted to share in today's video. If you have any of your friends who are MBA aspirants, please don't forget to share this video with them as well. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section or send me an email at hello@insidergyan.com. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the power-packed free content that's about to come your way. And that's it. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.